using FamilySearch.org and Family Genealogies. Hi, and welcome back to Madonna Genealogy. I am, of course, Madonna, and today I am going to be leading you on a exploration. We're going to explore FamilySearch.org. So, for those of you that are not familiar with FamilySearch.org, it is a website. It is really big. It is run by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and best of all, it is free. That is a wonderful thing because so many of the websites that we use when we do online research, they charge, okay? Well, this one is completely free. Because it is so big, though, we are going to just focus today on looking for books, specifically family history genealogies. Those are books that have been written by and descendants of a family, okay? So what they have done is they have done the research. They put information about where they found their information. They will quote page numbers and books that they got that information from. They bind it up and they submit it to be part of the choices on FamilySearch.org. There are a lot of them, and when you go on there to look for a family history about your branch of the family, you have to really look around sometimes in order to find what you want. Of course, there is always the chance that your family doesn't have its own genealogy that's already been created. So, but this is a great place to start when you are looking to research your family tree. So let's get to it. As you can see, I have already put in my search terms. I am specifically looking for the Ware family of Washington County, Tennessee. I typed in the keywords and I pressed search. And I want to search the Family Search digital library for genealogy books, specifically family histories. So press my search button. And the results pop up over here on the right-hand side. As you can see, there are 526,000 search results. That's a lot. I don't know about you, but most of us do not have the kind of time to search through all of them. Hopefully, because I entered some very specific information, namely that this family lived in Washington County, Tennessee, that will already narrow the choices down for me, and the best choices hopefully should pop up at the top. So right here we have the Ware family, and there's the title number, Avery McKinney, and right here, super important, the access level. As you can see, it says public. That is not always the case. There are times where you come in to Family Search and it will say that the document or the little book is not available publicly on the web, okay? In this case, this one is, which is perfect. If you run into a case where the access level says that it's private, so that means that you have to go into a Family Search Center in order to view the microfilm that has this specific family history on it. In order to do that, you would call a family history center that is near you. You would ask them ahead of time if they have this title number. Make sure to have other information down, for example, the author, how many pages, any kind of information that will help the person on the other end look to see if that specific family history is available at their family history center. If it's not, you can ask them if they could please order it so that you will be able to come in at some point to view it. So this one, luckily, is public, and I can scroll down even farther and I can find out some of the highlights from this little book. It has 31 pages, and as you can see, I can see some of the names: Benjamin Blackburn, Washington County, Tennessee, Hugh, Family Bible, Sarah Duncan. So all of these names will give me an idea whether this booklet has anything to do with the family that I'm searching for. So you probably aren't going to use one of these booklets when you are first starting out. You have to have a bit of information in order to figure out which booklet to look at and which one to pass by. In this case, this one does correspond to the family that I have been researching. I can view inside, which I'm going to click right now, in order to see the book, to see what is in it. And as you can see, it popped up. We have the booklet right here. It has some of the names of the different people, has the page numbers. I can use this arrow over here to scroll through the pages and to look at the information. Just be aware that any information you find in these family histories, of course, write that information down. Make sure and make a notation as far as where the person that wrote this genealogy found that information, okay? Super important because you're going to want to verify that that information is correct. Super important that we have more than one source telling us a specific fact. And again, I'm going to just scroll through to show you some things that you might find in a family history. In this case, we have transcriptions of letters, which can be very helpful. And as you can see at the bottom, at least the last page, they had facts. So here we go. We can see more letters, those types of things. So I know right off the bat that this family history is something I'm going to want to take the time to look through to find the facts and information that I need, that I'm looking for. I'm going to now take a look at the other book or booklet. Scroll down. I just used my back button in order to get to it, and it's this one here, the Ware family. And as you can see, it's spelled 3 different ways. Very typical with some of the research that you will do. You will find that the names, the spelling of the names change over time, and that one person whose name is spelled a specific way one year in one document may be spelled, the last name may be spelled a completely different way in another document, even though these documents refer to the same person. Again, I'm looking, access levels public, great, page count 160, so obviously this is a much bigger book. I can see down here some of my highlights and be able to determine if these are some of the names that I am looking for. As it turns out, they are some of the names, so again, I would view inside of it and take a look at the information that is given. Again, one of the great things about having more than one to look at is I can actually compare the information in both to see if they match up. Okay, sometimes you will find that they don't, and that's the times where you're definitely going to have to go and try to find another source. So this is the example of researching using family histories that are found on FamilySearch.org. Happy hunting. Until next time, this is Madonna from Madonna Genealogy, signing off.